Many times the disciples came to Jesus in the midst of a conflict or storm, and they said, "Increase our faith." His response is notable. He would say to them, if you have the faith as a grain of mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, be picked up and cast into the sea, and it would obey you. What's that all about? I mean, the grain of a mustard seed? And you could say to a mountain to move? Let me tell you a story. Alexander the Great was going against Darius, the great king of Persia. And the Persian Empire was the second major ruling empire in our world. Babylonian, Persia, and then the Grecian Empire under Alexander the Great. And Alexander the Great and the king of Persia were about ready to be gripped in the greatest conflict in history. So King Darius sent over to Alexander the Great a bag of sesame seeds to indicate that he had a large army coming, far outnumbering the soldiers of Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, he sent back to King Darius a small pouch of mustard seeds. This is to say to King Darius, we may be small in number, but we're biting, we're fiery. And so history bears out the truth of this exchange. Alexander the Great defeated King Darius and became the third great ruling empire in the history of our world. This is what I want you to understand about that little mustard seed. It is small, very, very tiny, it seems, when you pick it up. You drop it, you probably wouldn't find it. It isn't the size of one's faith, it's the nature of one's faith that Jesus is talking about. If you have faith in Jesus, if you are empowered by the Holy Spirit, it doesn't have to be in quantity. It is in the very nature of faith, where faith is invigorating and inviting and powerful.